don't give a damn about your tweets. Tweeting is not governing. Tweeting is not leading. Tweeting means nothing. It's the laziest form of getting a message out.
Negative 27 points. My goodness gracious, the snow is up to the knees here in New York City, and Trump seems to be well underneath it at this point. Compare that to where he was in 2020, 2019, and 2018 in term one going into those State of the Unions. Minus 10, way lower now. Minus 15, way lower now. Minus 15. Way lower now. The bottom line is this: Donald Trump has never been weaker going into a State of the Union address, according to our CNN polling, than he is right now.
Well, that sounds like a big bummer for Trump, as he is set to give the State of the Union address tonight. Is this going to be the first State of the Union he gives in his second term, Cenk?
Well, he had one where that was technically not a State of the Union.
Right, that weird rambly speech about how great the economy is.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's right.
Anyway, so when CNN's Harry Enton looked at Trump's polling, there was one statistic in particular that seemed to stun him. So if you didn't catch it, this is what I'm talking about.
What is driving this drop? I said record was the name of the game when it came to this segment, right? Talking about the lowest Trump has ever been going into the State of the Union, the lowest that any president has been this century going into a State of the Union at this point in their presidency. It is also the weakest that Donald Trump has ever been with independents. Look at this drop. We've been talking about it the past few months. At this point, a year ago, Donald Trump was at minus 13 points. Look at this. Minus 47 points among independents, the lowest Donald Trump has ever been in either of his two terms as president with independents.
Independents are incredibly important. They are the ones who tend to decide elections, especially in swing states, as we all know. And maybe knowing how unpopular he is with independents is the reason why Trump basically previewed his speech tonight by warning us all that it's going to be very long, which I'm really looking forward to. What about you, Jim?
Oh, independents love long, boring, rambling speeches.
Yeah, totally.
So, guys, this is kind of what we thought might happen here at TYT. We thought that he would lose a lot of his independent voters, and it looks like he's lost almost all of them. And so when I started to panic about Biden about a year and a half before the election was when he started getting into the 30s and then the 20s with independents. And I was like, this brother's toast. It doesn't matter what you think of him and if he's FDR 2.0 or not, he's not gonna win, period, right? So now Trump is in even worse situation than Biden was. So at the time, Democrats ignored it at their peril. Now Republicans are partly ignoring it at their peril. And I say partly because some Republicans are starting to slide away from Trump a little bit. And so those are the politicians. And then in the media, they're a little bit more split. Earlier in the show, we talked about even on the war, Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, Vinny Oshana, and others are on the side of, I'm not sure about this war, right? And obviously Dave Smith, Tucker Carlson totally against it. Andrew Schultz
He's
totally
gonna announce
it.
the war tonight. I think that's what's gonna happen. So Senator Chuck Schumer just came out of a closed door briefing on war with Iran, and he says, this is serious, Trump needs to explain, make his case to the American people.
By the way, I mean, I'm super frustrated with the Democrats as usual because-
No, why? Why are you frustrated with the Democrats? They're doing such a great job pushing back on war with Iran, right?
Yeah, that's my point. They should be all over television right now and all over the online media shows. I mean, do you see them on any of the shows other than Ro Khanna? They should be on Sean Ryan's show, Tim Dillon's show, etc. And they should be out there having a real human conversation and talking about why this war is going to be a disaster. They should be on ABC, CNN. They're nowhere to be found. It's amazing. Where are you guys? Whenever we need them to stand up, I mean, it doesn't get worse than a disastrous war with Iran.
Here's a great,
and they're totally absent.
Here's a great example of what I would like to see happen, okay? Because I forgot, you're not allowed to ever say anything constructively critical about Democrats, especially AOC, when she steps in it on the international stage as she makes an attempt to discuss foreign policy. Rather than going to Munich and stepping in it, which the people providing cover for her are like, no, she went over there and she was sharing her working class message. How about you stay here and tie the working class message to this disastrous impending war with Iran. Because if you are worried about the working class, you would take a look at how much debt we're in, number one, how much more debt we're going to be in, number two, and how the working class of this country is gonna have to deal with that debt, number three. She put out a tweet yesterday, a tweet. No war with Iran. Wow, congratulations. Great leadership, great leadership. I know she's supposed to excite me, but she doesn't, because she doesn't even do the bare minimum. So anyway, whatever.
So I just have one other quick thing. So guys, if you're thinking like, but they put out a tweet like the other day.
I don't give a damn about your tweets. Tweeting is not governing. Tweeting is not leading. Tweeting means nothing. It's the laziest form of getting a message out.
So what I was gonna say is, I criticized Greg Casar. I don't know what happened to him. He's the head of the Progressive Caucus, sounded like a good guy, and then disappeared, right? And then somebody sent me a tweet. Okay, fine, he tweeted, okay? But guys, so you know that it's not BS and an unfair criticism, why don't they do the bare minimum, which is what we do? Go on shows like Piers Morgan and say forcefully, no, on behalf of Democrats, we do not want this war. 94% of Democrats don't want this war. We want everybody to know and be on the record that the Republicans sent us into this war and the Democrats were completely opposed to it. So when the war is deeply unpopular, which is nearly guaranteed, because it's already deeply unpopular and it hasn't even started, then you would get the credit for it, even as a matter of political strategy, even if you didn't mean it. That's the bare minimum we could ask of our representatives, but you can't find them on Piers Morgan, you can't find them on any show. And I mentioned Piers because it's not like Piers wouldn't have him on.
But Cenk, okay, look, it's not even about that, right? You don't want to go on Piers Morgan show, who cares? Just look at the Ro Khanna, Thomas Massie model. The reason why we got a release of the Epstein files is because they worked together and they applied pressure.
Picture this, it's midnight, you're in bed, shopping cart full on Shop TYT. But your wallet's on the other side of the room. Oh no, you don't want to get up. Nobody wants to get up. Oh, then you see the purple Shop Pay button, which has your payment and shipping information saved and ready to go. The day is saved. That seamless checkout experience is all thanks to Shopify, which makes buying your next piece of TYT merch a breeze. Shopify is the platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US. Shopify gives you that leg up on the competition with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your brand's unique style. Tackle all those essential tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics, and expand your brand reach with built-in marketing and email tools. And I already mentioned that awesome purple Shop Pay button. It's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. See fewer carts go abandoned and more sales go with Shopify and their Shop Pay button. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/TYT. Go to shopify.com/TYT. That's shopify.com/TYT.
What have you seen anything from any of the progressives? From any of the progressives?
Nothing. Are you gonna do anything? And guys, look, forget strategy and your stupid consultants. And if you're a progressive in Congress and you're listening to the world's dumbest consultants who previously worked for corporate Democrats, okay, I was gonna get really harsh, but you're not doing it right, to say the least, okay? So put all of that aside. Do you have any real feelings? Do you have any emotions? Do you care about policy? Do you care about war? Why did you go to Congress? Because I can't contain myself. And you guys see it on all the shows. You see it on this show, you see it on the other shows. I get worked up because I don't want to go to war for Israel.
Get a load of this.
Okay.
Turkey to consider invading Iranian territory in the event of a power vacuum to stop refugees from crossing into Turkey.
It's a
mess. It's a mess.
Chaos.
It's a mess.
It's insanity. And we can't get it, other than Ro Khanna, we can't get a single Democrat out there screaming from the rooftops, we're against this war. America is against this war. You know, and okay, guys, you want me to solve the mystery as to why the Democrats are sitting on their hands and not say anything? Because 95% of the Democratic Party takes money from the Israeli lobby.
That's and defense contractors.
And defense contractors and on. So that's why they're not out here to help you, because they're not on your side. They're betraying you as we speak. So that doesn't apply to AOC and the progressives who don't take corporate PAC money and don't take foreign government money, largely speaking. The Schumers of the world, the Hakeem Jeffries, they're ecstatic to be completely silent now because their beloved Israel is about to get the war that they want. And then Hakeem and Chuck are gonna go later. Oh, we were secretly against it. I mean, we didn't say anything at the time, but we were super double secretly against it. My ass, you were.
And AOC not taking the money is important, right? But you can't discount the ambition she has for higher office and the fact that she has chosen, she's made the calculation, I think it's pretty obvious, that she would rather go along to get along, to make that path to whatever office she's gonna seek in the future a little smoother. But anyway, the final thing that I'll say, Jake, because we gotta move on. I wanna get back to the American people and how they feel about this administration. Reuters just came out with a poll, Reuters Ipsos poll, and some of these results are really damning for Trump specifically. So 61% of respondents said that they would describe Trump as having become erratic with age. Some 89% of Democrats, 30% of Republicans, and 64% of independents described him this way as well. Only 45% of the respondents to this poll said they would describe Trump as mentally sharp and able to deal with challenges. And that's down from 54% in the Reuters Ipsos poll conducted in September of 2023.
So here's my last thing. So we're gonna cover the State of the Union live, me, Anna, and John Idarola from Damage Report. And then I'm gonna give a State of the Union myself. So check it out here, right here on the Young Turks YouTube channel. But what I wanted to point out there is that 61% of the country says that he's now become more erratic with age. That means they're worried that he's slipping into dementia like Joe Biden was, right? Including 30% of Republicans. That's a giant number. We're past the independents. We're eating into his base. So he's so hurt, and he's gonna come out and ramble and be a clown tonight, as he always is. And the Democrats are nowhere to be found to pick up the ball. That's minus 47 with independents. Go pick them up. Make them your voters, but you have to actually be honest and genuine and passionate and authentic and go get them. And the way you do that is not by tricking them, but by representing them. What are they against? They're against this war. What do they want? They want the Epstein files released. These are things that all Democrats agree on. Why not aggressively go get those voters and say, we'll represent you? It's amazing how much the Israeli lobby has neutered the Democratic Party. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.